So what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another stream where today not a test stream because I can't keep doing those, but I do want to make sure everything's working. No, obviously at the start of any stream I make sure everything is kind of working as it should be, but I have changed a few things, so I'll go over that. First of all, this hoodie, this essentials thing, this was pretty expensive and I kind of don't like how it looks, but I thought I'll put a hoodie on for the stream. I just don't really, yeah, it's a bit awkward looking. The one I got from River Island last week and I was wearing it on the last stream, that looks a lot better on video. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if this is working. I don't think I'm live on Twitch anyway. Let's try and start that, and then I guess I'll be able to see if that's working. And it doesn't say that I am. Can't see myself on YouTube. I've got a few things that I've changed. Yeah, it's working on YouTube. Oh, it sounds different. It definitely sounds different because I'm using a different microphone. That's one of the first things that I'm going to talk about. The only reason I'm not retiring this, but because it's dead. I was going to start with using this, but I didn't charge it and I kind of forgot to, so I'm using something else. What I've done, first of all, you'll better see that I can now instantly switch angles. So the idea was I can kind of start looking at whatever angle I want to and then switch. So now I'm over here. The microphone is here, so I don't know how good it sounds, but now I can instantly switch between the two angles. So let's switch back to my main angle, which is this one, which I got working last time. So everything is now pretty much perfect as it should be. I don't know what it is. There's a few like docks in OBS which is kind of making the view frame smaller. I don't know if I like this. Let me just move the camera a little bit more like that. So there we go. So now I've got this background feels a lot better because you can't tell that the whole room's inverted. So everything just looks a little bit more natural now. Obviously the camera's still pointing this way, and at night it was fine because, you know, all the different shadows kind of hid the fact that everything looks weird. Like it's literally pointing off in this direction. So this looks flat. I look like I'm kind of looking off to the side a little bit. So I want to maybe move this a little bit to the middle. I want to see how that looks. That probably looks better actually. It looked okay at night, but I think for filming during the day it's not as good. So let's just move that across. That's probably perfect. It's still not as I want it. That's about it, I think. That's about as good as I'm going to get. Anyway, I'm going to plug in my iPod now. I don't know where though, because I've got my iPhone 8 charging. So I just unplug this for a second, charge this until it's on like half battery, and if I need to use it then I'll be able to, and then just plug this straight back in, because this will die. This phone, the one thing that doesn't really work on it anymore is the battery, because it's the original one, and obviously that's not going to. So anyway, so the things I've changed, obviously first of all I've changed my, oh, it's already turning on, look at that. It obviously wasn't that out of battery, it was just not going to be able to turn on. Anyway, first thing I've changed, a couple nights ago I got to the point where I haven't been able to close my curtains ever since I moved my mic, and it's bad enough that I don't have blinds in this room. So at night I've got a street light literally outside my window that is bright, so I can never get my room to be 100% dark. But with my what was it, my mic arm used to be either on this side or this side, so it was just a bit awkward looking. So I moved it to the back of my desk, and it did actually work because there's a radiator there, so it can never be fully flat against the wall, so there was a little bit of space where I could put my mic arm on the back. But it always meant that the curtains were just so awkward to close. They would close, but whenever I pulled them across they didn't just close. So I thought, right, that's it, I'm not messing with these anymore. It's taking too many extra seconds every night. I'm just going to take off the mic arm, because obviously, if it hadn't been for that, I probably wouldn't have changed it. But I've been thinking about getting rid of the mic arm for ages, so that is gone. I've still got it. It's stored, and I might bring it back out for something else. But I don't think I'm going to be bringing it out on my desk setup again, because I still have the. I think I have to switch camera angles with this. Actually, it's a good example of that. So I've still got this. This came with my Blue Snowball, this standard. So I'm going to use that, and that'll work for kind of like just talking at my desk here. Obviously, I'm still going to need my iPod for other stuff, but this is going to be fine. This whole angle thing is completely different to what I've been doing, and it works a lot better. So now I can just kind of pull things up on my computer. I don't have to look away, and everything just looks fine. It still looks like I'm looking down because I'm looking at my monitor right now, but I can look at the camera. I can literally just look straight up. So it's pretty much perfect. And the mic is a lot better now. I think it might be peaking, because now when I adjusted it, it was sort of further away. I've just turned it down a little bit. Now it's right in front of me, like literally right in front of me on my desk. So hopefully that's a little bit better. And I can still use this for when I'm kind of moving around a little bit. I don't know what it was about the way I'd set this up. I set the mic arm up about almost 2 years ago now. It was in 2023. I was 18, and I wanted to start doing something, making videos. I think mainly gaming videos and stuff. And also I wanted something, for using with my computer here. So I just wanted a plug-in mic for Discord and stuff. That's what this was. Obviously, for that kind of thing, I don't need that. I don't need a massive arm. I don't need a proper microphone for that kind of thing. I just thought it would sound better. And I set it up. I tied all the cables and everything. It was all really nice for back then. But the cable would not come out. So I kind of put it through this recess part in the mic arm, and it would not come out of that part. So in the end, I just had to literally pull it out with all my strength, assuming that it was going to break. The mini B part on the end of the cable was bent to almost the point where it was snapping, and it still, once I bent it back, it still worked. I had a feeling that it might, and it still works, which is kind of insane. And what's good about this microphone now is I can unplug it. The cable is still plugged into my PC as it always was, but I can just unplug my microphone. The light on my mic, I never noticed it because it's so dim, but it's always on. It's been on probably non-stop for about a year. Even when my PC's off, it's still drawing power, and the light's still on. So now I can just unplug it, pack my microphone away. It's not out on my desk. I always thought, I want an arm so I could just push it away, and it was always pushed away off of out of my sight. So I can now just unplug it and it's away, and it works possibly even better because I've not got all this extra stuff. I might find a use for that monitor arm, but at the minute I'm not going to worry too much about it. Anyway, that's the new stuff. Obviously my camera is set up as it kind of was last time, and that's a change that I'm going to keep because I'd been meaning to do that for ages. I don't really need this second camera angle now, but I've got it so I can look over at my iPhone 13 still. I don't know how well you can hear me from this angle. I think this is a decently omnidirectional microphone, so you should be able to hear me just fine still. But I don't think I'm going to be using this angle as much. I don't think I need to, but sometimes when I'm kind of just focusing on one subject when I'm talking, I'll do that, and I'll use this more in those kind of scenarios. Look, this is already on. You can't see it very well, but it's already on almost half battery, so definitely a fast charger. I knew I'd be able to get back to using that soon. The thing about these iPods was they ran down instantly because the batteries are tiny, but they charged up so fast. This is not a fast charger. This is not the iPod doesn't even support it. Doesn't know what it is, but it charges up really fast. Now, next thing, my hair is slightly different. You won't be able to notice it from the last stream. If you've just come from that stream, you'll have no idea. But it is, and the reason is because, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is still going normally on Twitch. It is, although you can't see me, which is really concerning. What's that about? I don't know. It's streaming fine on YouTube, but not on Twitch, and I don't know why. I'm almost wondering whether the Twitch stream is just like getting kind of the wrong scenes from OBS. I don't know. It just doesn't work. Anyway, it's just blank. Let me show you. So this is what I'm seeing on my other screen. It's just blank. On YouTube, this is what you're seeing, right? It's all working just fine. But and it looks fine. This is probably okay. This view on YouTube, but this is just not working. And I don't know what the difference is between how this is now and how I've always had it set up. I'll need to have a look. I need to change my stream key now because I'm just showing it on live. Fine, I'll change that. I'll stop streaming to Twitch for today, and I'll change that by the time this stream kind of goes live. I mean, it is live now, but nobody's going to be watching it, so that's fine. By the time it goes up on my channel, it will be changed. So there's that. I don't know what's going on with that, but is what it is. So my hair, I went in yesterday because I said to the barber, mainly the reason I went in was for advice, and I said to him I want to go for like a 60-40 part, because you know how at sort of Christmas time I had the middle part and it just wasn't quite working for me. Now this looks terrible at the minute, but there's a process there. So I went in and I was like, can I get this? Can you cut in a shape? What can we do? He just gave me a low taper fade and told me basically I've got to keep growing it, but that's all. But you can start to kind of see where it's coming from. You can see how it's flowing back, how it was before. Obviously my hair naturally parts the way that it does. This is basically it. This is the natural parting, he said, how it kind of just falls when you do that. So that's, I'm not fighting against it when I'm doing that like I was with a middle part, which didn't ever really look that great with me anyway. So hopefully that's fine. I'm going to have to, I don't really want it to be like that for the rest of the stream, and also it's not long enough to really do anything with like that now anyway, so I'm just going to leave it as it is for now and kind of just have that kind of awkward thing in my fringe. That's fine. But anyway, that's sorted. The thing I wanted to do today, I had this idea because I knew I was going to be off today from uni. I could have gone in, but I had one lesson, and when you have to travel 30 something, I don't think it even is 30 miles, I think it's more than that. Let me see, I'm going to look on my other screen while I'm talking, but when you have to travel that amount of time just for one thing, it's not even a lecture, it's literally just a seminar, and I want to go to all my seminars this year. I wasn't going to, well, I didn't in my first semester, but I will going forward, because otherwise there's no point going to uni, I mean, if you're not having the full experience. Anyway, let's just see how many miles it is. It's apparently 37 miles, so 37 miles just for one seminar. I don't even have my tutor group, which is also on Thursdays, which might be getting moved. So the one saving grace for like next Thursday and every 2 Thursdays would be going to my tutor group. But if I'm not even supposed to be going to that on a Thursday, then is there any point? I'm going to try when I'm next in, which is tomorrow. Is that right? Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? When I'm next in, so tomorrow, I'm going to go in and I'm going to ask them to move the one thing I've got to do, which is an English kind of seminar. And then after that, I'm not going to have to go in on a Thursday, because I did a presentation that I was supposed to do a week ago. I did it a couple of days ago, and my tutor is the person that was running the presentation, and he said, you know, that's the next time is Thursday. And I was like, well, that's fine. You know, I will be able to come in once every 2 weeks or whatever. And he said, well, I might just move it anyway. If it's convenient for you and everyone else, I'll just move it. So I might not even have to go in on a Thursday at all. What I'm thinking, I'm going to move the camera so it's a little bit more flat. I think that looks better, doesn't it? Obviously, I want to keep the photo wall in, but I'll find out a way to do that. I will find a way to do that. I'm not just going to leave it. But, yeah, you know what I need to do? All I need to do... My brain was really trying to figure out some kind of solution there. It took way too long, but here we are. That's it. There you go. That's all I needed to do. Because now I can look at this. It's not perfect though, is it? Because now my monitor's off to the side again. I'll fix it, guys. It will be figured out eventually. And I'm going to unplug my iPod because this will probably need charging again. So there we go. So I'm not going to go in every Thursday. One Thursday out of a month, I'm planning on going in. It doesn't sound like something that I'd actually stick to doing, does it? Like, it's just like, I'm going to go in once every 2 weeks. I mean, it sounds like after the 2-week period, I'm just going to go, oh, well, I didn't go last week, and I'm not going to go next week, so I might as well just miss this week. And I've not met anyone in the seminar group, so it's going to be awkward. I just won't go. So, yeah, I hope that's not going to happen. I don't really have that excuse, do I? Anyway, I'm going to turn off this because this is probably just wasting battery. But I've kind of shown how that all works. As you can tell, my streaming setup is pretty much perfect now. At least as much as it's going to be for just kind of my regular streams. Like, obviously, if I wanted to do anything more professional, I'd have to work on it a bit more. And I still want to get better cameras. But at the minute, I'm just using my phone. And that's fine. My phones are, because they're going to work well enough, hopefully. So yeah, I've not gone in today. I didn't have to go in yesterday because I had nothing, literally at all. So that's why I'm thinking, if I can help it, I'll just not go in Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll work on stuff. Because what I did today instead was, as well as just chilling, basically not doing anything. I was editing videos for people for money, and that obviously massively helps. But I want to start my own things as well as streaming and making videos and doing stuff for myself. I want to start things that I can make money with on Wednesdays and Thursdays, because I've got 2 full days this whole semester where I can just do whatever I want and go back to the routine for 3 days, have a weekend, and lock in on these 2 days, but also have time off. So I think that's probably the best that I could possibly get it. If I can move language, which is this one thing, then I won't have to go in at all on Thursday, which is perfect. Anyway, what I was going to say, so I edited that video, and I was like, I think it was yesterday or on Tuesday, whenever I came up with this idea, on Thursday I'm going to stream, because I'm going to be in pretty much all day, and I don't have to do anything. Yesterday I had to go to work at the end of the day, and there was something else. I need to get my hair cut on Wednesday. I had it booked in pretty much all week. So on Thursday I'm not going to have anything to do. I'm going to stream, and that's exactly what I've ended up doing, because I knew that if I might as well just get started now. So that's exactly what I've done. I am going to move this again. I'm going to move this back to here. That's perfect, I think. I honestly don't... Well, it's not perfect, 'cause otherwise I wouldn't have been annoyed about it this whole time. But it's as good as it's going to be for now. So, other than that, what else is new? I'm up to 19 minutes. This stream and this time is not passing, really. I've only talked about 1 or 2 things, but it just feels like time isn't really moving on. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put my AirPods in and make sure that the audio is working. So let's see if I can do that. I whenever I go to connect them to my PC now, because it's on Windows 10 not Windows 11, I'm used to using them a different way. So when I connect them, I press in a certain corner where I'm expecting there to be a connect button. And it's the forget button on Windows 10. For some reason that's on the right where you'd expect the connect button to be. Anyway, I keep unpairing it. So let's see if I can connect it this time. I need to connect my other AirPods so that I don't have to use my AirPods Pro all the time, because sometimes, I think honestly that would actually be a really good idea, because with my AirPods I don't use them very often. Like, I use them just kind of when I've not got my AirPods Pro nearby. So I do use them. I use them probably a few times in a month, really, once a week or something. With whatever phone I'm on, whatever. I used to have them paired to my Windows 11 install. I'm going to do that here, because with these, they always, if I'm listening to music on my phone, I don't want them to automatically switch to my Windows 10 PC, and they always do. Because Windows 10 and Windows 11, actually, it's exactly the same. They're not intelligent. They don't they don't stop themselves from pairing to things as soon as the computer's turned on. So I'm gonna do that now. I don't know where they are though. They're here. But yeah, I kind of want an excuse to use these more. They don't really fit as well as they used to, because your ears kind of get used to the original AirPods and the second gens, and if you haven't used them in a while, then they kind of get unused to it. With the Pros, it's similar, but not really, because they've got the different kind of ear tips, so they just fit better in the first place. So I need to remember how to pair these. But yeah, I do still use these. The only thing is, you wouldn't know it, because they're always on decent battery. I haven't charged these in about 2-3 months, it feels like. It probably has been sooner than that, but it really, I never charge them. And because they're lightning as well, like with my AirPods Pro, these feel more annoying to charge because they're USB-C, and I don't really have USB-C things apart from a Mac. With these, they're lightning, and they're really easy to charge off my phone charger. So honestly, they're great. They obviously don't sound as good, but that's fine. They're not really wanting to do anything. There's like a little white light that's flashing, and I don't know why it's doing it. Oh, there we go. There's a red light now. See if they come up. I'm going to switch my view so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. What is this? AirPods. So there they are, connected voice music. So now I should be able to switch my sound to them. With OBS, there's no noise cancellation, is there? So you probably heard my system sounds there coming through my speakers, which is fine. And yeah, you did. Literally just, it comes through in the stream because the stream's behind. Everything is working fine, and these sound fine for kind of just using them on my computer. So I'm probably going to just dedicate these to my PC now, as well as just kind of what I was already using them for when my PC's not on, kind of when I've not got my AirPods Pro around. But these will sound better when I'm on my computer, but otherwise they're just annoying that they always pair. So what I might do is just forget them for now. I'll obviously need to repair them at some point, but they're not hard to repair, it's just annoying, you know. These can connect automatically, I don't care. And it gives me an excuse to use them, because obviously they still work great and I still want to use them, and I still do, but I just, you know, why not use them more? So let's see, what can I do now? I've been on Minecraft. That's not really what I wanted to do with this. It's a pretty lazy thing to kind of do on stream, but also I don't really know what else to do at the minute. So I'm going to first of all mute this. I was going to the wrong thing. I was going to the sound, because I use both menus. I use the sound menu and this for different things, and I kind of, my brain's dead, so I don't actually remember which one I'm trying to use. But there we go. That's muted. Not that you'd even better hear anyway. I've not got desktop audio coming through on OBS, but I can hear it through my iPod. So I've basically just, all I've done recently, I've been running out of space in my world, because I want to keep it kind of where the old part of my world that I built years ago is separate from the new part. So this whole area here, this is years old. The only new building in this entire thing is that, and I don't know why I built it there. It was really stupid, because I built this here on New Year's Eve this year, so 2024. Don't know why I did it. It's really, really ugly. It needs to be finished, obviously. It's going to have like the ball thing that drops, but yeah, it just looks horrible. I made the edges less harsh today. That's all I did, but otherwise it's really ugly. I might get rid of it. I don't really want to though, but that's literally the only new thing. So what I've done is I'm not going to put like a massive wall there or anything. I've literally just put a fence, and everything on this side is going to be new, and all this stuff is 5 years old plus. It's almost 6 years old. So other than that, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Some of this stuff's new, but like it's like obviously new. Like that hotel thing, all of this is new, but like it's in a separate thing. You know, it's not in that kind of area. I also need to do some more roads, because obviously I've got all the space where the roads would be over there, but then they're not filled in with anything. I've been doing these apartments as well. This is what I was doing, I think last week. I can't remember when it was. I think it was literally just last week. I was kind of sorting out little apartments and things. I'm assuming I've shown this on stream before, but I don't know. I've done the gardens as well. I should really stream myself doing this, but it's just not something I'm that bothered about doing. Got my little car in the garage there. I thought I'd do like a garage and then a couple of apartments, because these were all garages for kind of the houses that I had built. But I just thought that's just such a stupid, like they've been that way for years, like 5 years, but that's such a stupid way of kind of having the space. So I've turned them all into different apartments at this point. This is going to be like Mr. Miyagi's little house here, but I haven't even started that one yet. Anyway, so I don't know what this is. I think this is that's a house. I thought it was a station or something. Anyway, I'm not going to stay on that. I need to get my Fortnite working. I'm assuming that's actually, yeah, that's all worked. I wasn't sure if that was actually showing what I was doing. If I click on Fortnite right now, also iTunes does work. This was something from my stream where my 2012 version of iTunes didn't work. This opens, that's as far as it works, but all of the issues, 100% of the issues that I had on the 2012 version still exist here. So I might as well have just not upgraded my iTunes library, because sometimes when I open it, a little dialogue pops up which I can't get rid of, which is exactly the same. I think this is 64-bit now, at least, so let's see. It's not trying to open. This is what the other version of iTunes did. Once you closed it, you had to wait for a while for it to kind of clear itself, because otherwise it wouldn't open back up again. So now I've got to wait. But yeah, sometimes it will literally just open up with a message and you can't get rid of the message. You have to close it, force close it, and then open it back up later. That's exactly what it's been doing, and it's not what it did this time, but now it just isn't opening. And it's actually looking like it's trying to crash my computer right now. I might start dropping frames because my mouse is screwing around. Anyway, we'll see if this eventually comes on. But yeah, Fortnite's another problem. I don't know what the issue is, but with Epic Games, I'm just going to show you what the problem is. So I'm going to log in with with Xbox. This is literally my account. I'm going to click continue, and this is on any browser. Whatever I use it on, it just doesn't work. So then if I do continue, also on any user account. So if I use it on my administrator account or my regular user account, no way has it worked. That is unbelievable. For days it has gone. In fact, I took a screenshot of it, so let me see if I can find that. It wasn't even a screenshot. I think it was on my regular photos. So if I get that up, it was, I think this is it. I'm just trying to, it's the preview, it's the one photo that the preview's not showing. Nope. It's somewhere, but it was literally just saying, where is it? Oh, I've got some other things to show you as well. I've got some digital camera photos that I took. Ah, here we go. So this is it. It literally just has this error every single time. But now, obviously, it's decided to work, so ignore. I'll leave my OBS open, actually. So I'm now going to have to completely reinstall Fortnite. I was trying to play it a few days ago. Couldn't, because obviously it just, well, Epic Games launcher wouldn't work. I had it installed. There was no problems with that. But I had to uninstall the Epic Games launcher, and that took Fortnite with it, I guess. But yeah, I couldn't play it. But now I'm going to be able to. I probably shouldn't really be doing that right now, downloading it. It doesn't look like it's really affecting my stream too much, though. I've only dropped 115 frames. So in theory, it's fine. But I don't really want to leave that doing that. Look how quick it works, though. Like, it's almost as if I could just leave it and it wouldn't really affect anything, and it'd go really fast anyway. I'm going to pause it, though. I'm just going to pause it for the sake of my stream and the general kind of internet. And I'll just finish it later because it is really quick. So I'll close that down. But yeah, a few days ago, I got up in the morning and I went downstairs. I'm just going to try and find the photos. They're here. And I went downstairs, and it was just this amazing kind of... The light was coming through in this amazing way through all the windows. So I was like, I need to take some photos of this. And I think I had my phone with me. Probably this one. My actual iPhone 13 with a good camera. But I was like, I don't want to take photos with this. This is the kind of thing that I would have taken with a digital camera at one point. And it just would have that certain quality to it. And it does. That's exactly what I've done. So these were all taken on the little digital camera I showed a few streams ago. And they all look pretty good. It doesn't look as kind of... This one wasn't. This was on the wide angle of my iPhone. So everything up to there was... It looks really kind of grainy, like if you zoom in. Like, you can't really make anything out there. And so I was kind of disappointed in a lot of ways. Also, this is really dark. But at the same time, I mean, the way it captures light and stuff and colour, it is really nice. So I thought I'd do that. And that's just like in my photos. I sound like a right photo nerd, but I'm not usually interested in that kind of thing. But I just thought, since my photo app's open, and I found that good, and I found that it worked. I'll show you. So, other than that, I obviously imported my iTunes library, so that's all my music's on there. What else have I done with... Obviously, that's pretty much everything I've done with my computer. What else have I done just generally? At work, I was kind of figuring out, literally, while I was working, there's a little button on the sort of printers, on the receipt printers at work. So Bluetooth's lagging. It does this on my AirPods Pro actually, but like the song is barely playing at this point. But you can just press it and it just gives you like blank paper. So I was writing down companies to hit up about editing videos for them and recording, because basically what I used to do last year, actually it was mainly the year before, I kind of didn't do much last year, especially not work, but yeah, anyway, and not YouTube either. I didn't do almost anything, but what I kind of used to do was make videos for people, kind of social media videos. They always wanted me to be in them. Not going to happen anymore. Never liked it at the time, and I decided that's it. So, but I was always decent at editing them together, and kind of generally, if I had to come up with a less ideas, but like better quality ideas, I could do that. So what I'm thinking is, I'm just gonna around where I am with all these different businesses, I'm just gonna come up with ideas and make videos for them and charge them a fair amount, and then that's probably alright. So that's what I was doing, that list only took me probably an hour out of the 6-hour shift, but it kind of took my mind off of it because I was just constantly putting people through the checkout. I was like, enough. When I first started looking for one of those kind of jobs, like a checkout job, didn't even need the money. You know, I literally just wanted to kind of get out more. So that's why I was looking for one. But now I kind of need to keep it on just for consistency, like money consistency reasons. I'm still making money outside of it, but it's one of those things where I kind of need to keep it on anyway at this point. But I'm going to get rid of it as soon as I can, because I obviously don't want to be working there for very long. All of the people that are nice there, pretty much. Not everyone, I'm not going to lie, but even the ones that aren't, they're just like the typical people, like, who are kind of condescending. You know, they're not bad people. They're just not great at being in work. They're not great managers or whatever. They're just kind of annoying, kind of condescending, and you don't really want to be around them as a manager. Anyway, the point is, I wouldn't want to leave for their reasons. It's the best work environment I've been in years, and that makes it 10 times better. But the actual job is terrible, so I wouldn't do that. Anyway, I'm hoping this isn't coming through. There's no audio coming through, is there? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, this hair, bro! I look like Justin Bieber. I could put I could bring the hairband back, couldn't I? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it like it is right now. So, yeah. Other than that, I've literally just been editing people's videos today. There's this guy who wants to just kind of have his... I don't know why I'm even talking about this. I'm literally just recapping stuff because there's not much to talk about at the minute. But yeah, there's this guy that wants to... what's a good song, actually? His son's like a cricketer, and he wants like videos editing for his son, who's 12. Which, when I started my YouTube channel, I was 10. I made the account when I was 9. When I started posting videos, I was 10. I didn't get an Instagram account until I was 14 or 13. And he's running this account for his kid because he's like, I'm not letting my kid have an Instagram. And I mean, I was like, no, I didn't either. But it's like he's in the exact same place at 12 making videos in a different way. I mean, I was editing and doing everything, but he wants to kind of put stuff out there, and his dad is he's enjoying it because obviously he gets to do stuff with his son and kind of do the videoing and stuff. But yeah, I've still got all my videos up from when I was 12. I think I already showed most of them anyway, but let's see. Oh, look at this. I didn't mean to do that. My Google account's signed out. Oh, it's here. That's how I've got to do it. Here we go. That DC plane crash thing's awful. I don't know what's happened, but it is obviously awful. Whatever it is. But yeah, people are blaming the new administration for cutting regulations on flying and stuff. I doubt it's anything to do with that, but it could be. I highly doubt it though. Whatever it is, it's tragic. You know, I don't have a clue how it could happen. How two planes could just collide like that, especially military planes and a passenger one. But it's terrible. But yeah, this on a different note. This was when I was 13 here. No, 12. This is literally it. This is one of my favorite videos actually, and I was using this again because I've been doing it forever. I hope this is still... I don't think this is unlisted, is it? No, it's public. Good. That phone was still usable in 2017, which is kind of crazy. It was 5 years old, and a 5-year-old phone now is an S9. Is that right? No, an S10. S10. Or an iPhone 11. Or at least this year it will be anyway. No, it was last year. And yeah, you can't use one of these anymore, I don't think. I think most of these apps are just completely, they don't work anymore, which is kind of crazy. And this is my old bedroom before I got, this was my old desk. This is what I was talking about, I think, at one point. My old desk got all battered, taken apart by my dad, because I didn't want it to. And yeah, no, seriously, that was perfect for recording videos on. Anyway, let's have a look. We'll just respond to this message. When's this? So there's a social at for the English course. And I'm just trying to see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get to it, or if it's just really awkward. I don't really want to just stay in at home if I can just kind of just make the journey and do that, go meet people and stuff from the course. But let's see. I think I know what it. Yeah, that's it. Right, there we go. That's responded to. I just had to figure out where it was. What have I clicked on here? Living with the cheapest app. I think I've already watched some of this. I don't think I even clicked on that. Did I click on that? I don't remember doing that anyway. But let's get rid of that window. Oh. This hasn't even been showing my desktop anyway, has it? I don't know for how long, but it hasn't even been showing my desktop, so you don't even know what I was talking about anyway. I'm still getting used to things. I'm barely making these mistakes now though. Like whenever this happens, it's really rare that it does. So that's good, because it was all the time. I didn't have audio, or there's old streams you can go back to where I literally just went half an hour, you couldn't hear me, or I was being drowned out by other things. It just doesn't happen anymore. So that's fine. I don't think it was even for that long anyway, so that's fine. I don't mind. I do want to get back to using this, and I can instantly switch to it because it's not my Mac. I don't have to wait for it to recognise that this is an audio device. It will literally just work straight away, but I don't need to right now. So yeah, as long as you can hear me just fine, that's fine. So I'll see if I can hear myself still. Yeah, it's perfect. You know what? You know what's really weird? It does sound echoier, more echoey than this. This sounds better. Also, I need to push this further down, don't I? It doesn't even feel like it goes down much more whenever I push the tripod. You can barely even see my phone over the monitor at this point. Anyway, yeah, the weird thing about something, I can't remember what I was going to say now. I'm going to plug this in, I'm going to see how it goes. So hold on. Oh yeah, the weird thing about not having worn these kind of AirPods for ages, you can really notice them, can't you? You never used to with, well, when you're kind of used to them. Yeah, I don't think this is going to last very long on battery anyway. But let's see. Turning this on. There it is. So now let me switch to it. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me just make sure everything's still working fine. Just gonna wait for it to come on because it takes ages. Yeah, that's definitely it. Right, well, let me change songs here. Right, yeah, this is honestly really exciting. Having my room set up like this, and it's all just working now. I don't really have any issues. I'm still getting used to the fact that my computer looks old now, because it's on Windows 10 again. I'd pretty much gotten used to it, almost entirely. But, occasionally I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, this looks really weird, doesn't it? Because it goes back to, how things used to be. But other than that, everything just works on here. Everything works in my background, or my recording stuff works. My mic works. My camera. My internet's perfect. I could not stream on this internet a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was so bad that I ended up going, right, I'm going to take money out of my paycheck and I'm going to get on a different internet provider, like on a 5G internet thing, and I'm going to pay for it to replace this thing and see if it works. I'm just going to take the hit myself, and it did flawlessly. So that's what I ended up doing. I could not use it. It was like, you couldn't stream, you couldn't even watch like full HD YouTube videos at times, like one video, that was it. You couldn't even do that. So yeah, it was no good. So everything has kind of built up. Like, I couldn't have streamed 2 years ago, even though I wanted to. I could not have done, because it just wouldn't have worked. I would have had to turn everything down, all the settings. I probably would have had to stream in 720 or 480p, and it wouldn't even have worked very well even then. So yeah, this is pretty much the perfect time for everything. So that's why I'm glad that everything's kind of coming together. Let me check this again. Let's see. Yeah. I said, how's this guy getting there to this social thing? And he was like, I'm just gonna walk. I don't know where this park is. I'm assuming it's. Let me see. Maybe it's literally just where the campus is. Maybe I've got that wrong. Oh no, I think it is literally just on campus basically. I didn't know though. I'm not gonna. I'm not annoyed with myself for not knowing that, because I have no idea what any of the places around the uni actually are called. So that's fine. Yeah, literally, it's like 2 minutes away from campus. Oh well. I thought you'd have to drive. I thought I was gonna have to get a ride with someone, but no. That's really easy. I definitely want to get back to the kind of storytelling in these streams, but at the minute, there's not much on, I don't think. So yeah, let me put myself back over on this screen. What else do I need to do? The light's actually fading, which is kind of crazy. It's, what time is it? It's only 4 o'clock, but I guess it is still getting lighter. It was golden hour like a little while ago. You could literally see out the window. It looked amazing, but not as much as it has done recently. Like, in the wintertime, this looks amazing outside this window. But yeah, what do I do with this backdrop now? Obviously, I need to paint it because it's still not been painted over. And you can't. I just realised, like, all the stuff that's on here, on my bag and everything, but it's perfectly hidden by this. I'll probably get some more pillows or something. I would put shelves up, but that's actually where my bed is, and I'm not going to do that. But yeah, other than that, I'll work on the door more. But yeah, this is really boring. I'm going to end the stream if it's going to be this boring. But yeah, let's see. I was going to check on how much Fortnite I downloaded, but it hasn't been. So check this out. It's started back up again. I think I can do it, you know. It was doing 10 megabits. Oh, it still is. So I don't think it's really even taking a hit from Fortnite downloading, and it's downloading so fast. At least compared to, because I mean, this would have taken like a day before. I remember, I think GTA 5 took a day and a half in 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2020 when I downloaded it. It was when they offered it for free on Epic Games. I got it, and I literally had to wait a day and a half for it to download, something like that. It's over a day. Now look at it. GTA downloads in barely any time, and I'm streaming on top of this in 1080p, and people are using the Wi-Fi around the whole house. This is still downloading fast, or at least it was. It was downloading at 30 megabits. Now it's 15. That's not amazing, but that was like my entire network connection before, so you can't really argue with that, can you? So I'm going to move that back over. Yeah, I want to play some games as well. I definitely want to play some games on stream. So I'll go on Roblox. I'll go on probably not GTA or 5M or anything. Most of these aren't really worth playing kind of on stream. This is cool. This is a piece of software for the Motorola Razr. I actually can't see. Something that did come in, my lenses came in on whatever day, and I've worn them 3 days in a row, right? How many days have there been this week? 3, yeah. Worn them 3 days in a row. And all 3 days, apart from yesterday, they were fine yesterday, but they were like irritating the first 2 days. But otherwise, it's just been amazing because I've been actually able to see. And I realised at work yesterday I'd never worn, that I can remember, lenses into work. Maybe once. That was it. So it was so weird actually making eye contact with people and actually being able to properly, because you can kind of look in that general direction, but you don't actually know if you're making proper eye contact with anyone when you're not got lenses in. And seeing everything, like being able to see the POS in front of me, I've never seen it properly. It was so weird. I'm almost having to slightly lean forward. It was really strange. And I was like, I've gotten used to not wearing lenses and not seeing properly, haven't I? So yeah, that was a weird one. Choose a profile. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So this is for my Razr. This actually works for my Razr phone. And what's crazy about this specifically is this software would not work on Windows 11. I think it was just the compatibility filters were just too far out. Just one version too far removed. It works on Windows 10. So I can plug in my Motorola phone and it will just work fine. I don't know how to set it up though. Look at that though. That's crazy. And you can connect with Bluetooth as well, because that was the first time I really ever saw Bluetooth was on that phone. It was always this kind of weird thing. And obviously it became a lot more mainstream when Bluetooth speakers and headphones came out. Especially the AirPods. But, you know, people used to use headsets and stuff with their Razr phones. Phone tools will not function correctly without a mobile device and so on. Should I try and do it? I can't really do it now, though, can I? Or can I? Should I try? I'm going to try and get my Razr out. Where is it? Oh, what happened a few days ago was I had all my things out, all my phones and stuff, to show someone, because he was curious. I took a photo of it, and then later that night, oh my gosh, look. Later that night, I was going to have a drink, and I came in, and my bed had been left out from the last stream when I went and got my little mini tripod out from under the bed. So the bed hadn't been put away properly because there was like stuff in the way, which I ended up fixing later. But I came in and I ended up like misjudging where the bed was and kicking myself so hard against the bed. Like I kicked the bed so hard, it was so painful. And I didn't drop the glass, but I like tried to put it down on the side table and it missed. I just found that from a few days ago. It's a really nice glass, and it hit the edge of the table and just shattered everywhere. And I was worried it was going to go all over my devices and things, but it luckily didn't. There's loads of glass still. There's huge pieces, but all the little mini ones are gone, luckily. But yeah, let me try and find that phone. Where is it? Oh my gosh. You know, this song that I'm listening to now, I've never liked the part that it's on right now. The rest of the song's great. It's got an amazing intro, but the rest of it's so disappointing. This. Sugar is Sweeter. Once the woman starts wailing, it's insufferable, this song is. But, there we go. Let's just get that off. Where's, this is the problem with me getting all my stuff out, because then once I put it back, everything that I actually wanted to use is like buried. But there it is. So I'm going to switch off this angle for a minute. So the reason I can even do this is because the blue microphone here has the same cable, look. So I can just plug this in, and this phone should come up perfectly fine, perfectly normally. I love how this cable is literally bent, like it shouldn't even work, but it is. So this is on. I would have another angle, wouldn't I, normally, but I've moved my phone, so that's fine. Also, zero lag, it's amazing. So let's see. I'm trying to turn it on. I'm holding the power button. Nothing's happening. But let's try again. Like the power light's stuck on. So what I'm thinking is, it's not getting enough power to charge. Because if I was charging this, I do have a charger for it, and it works fine once it's been plugged in for a while. It's 100% the charge, because it's not got enough power to like stay on. It's making a weird noise as well, so I'm not gonna leave it plugged in. But yeah, it's not gonna turn on at the minute. But if I could, I would use this software, and I'd kind of show it off because it's really quite good. I had to use a virtual machine and like pass through the USB to Windows 7 when I tried to use it last year, and it did work just fine. I got all of the photos off that I'd never been able to get off that phone for, at that point, 13 years. In like one thing, and I uploaded them straight to Google Photos, and now they're part of my library. It's perfect. But yeah, it worked fine in Windows 7. Let me close that down. This is a great song though. What? See, I can't see what that says. I'm going to click that. So, what time am I on now? 57 minutes. I could actually finish this right about the hour mark, so I don't really need to be on that much more. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to stream today. That was something that I really wanted to get done. Not because I just want to get it out of the way. I think there's a lot more that I want to do on stream. But then when I actually do get on stream, it's always in this kind of frame of mind where it's like, oh, I don't have to do that right now, do I? I don't have to... And it's not even like putting things off, or it is at times, but usually it's like, well, that's not practical to do on stream right now, but I should kind of just find more stuff that's maybe a little bit out of the box, but like more interesting to do on stream, because otherwise it just ends up like this. But this hasn't been bad. I've been able to kind of do quite a lot, but I'll make it more interesting next time. And I'll get a video out. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I might even be able to record a video later, to be honest, because I've got ages ahead of me for the rest of the day. So I might record something, get like a proper video out, get some stream clips from this, because I think I've got a couple that I can get. And then that's it. That's perfect. So I can start getting clips from my streams and all that kind of thing. Hopefully the next one will be a bit more interesting, but I just thought, why not get on stream today? And that's exactly what I've done. I've got an hour just of talking. And that's perfect. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back in the next stream. Hopefully, be a bit more energized, a bit more interesting. But this wasn't bad. This is the kind of thing I also like to do. This kind of stream, where it's just kind of a bit more relaxed. Anyway, we'll do other things. So I'll see you in the next stream. I hope this wasn't recorded the whole time. No, it wasn't. Luckily. Because I started recording at the start, and yeah, it's not doing that anymore. Anyway, that worked really well. Everything that I've changed, everything that I've moved around, just works, which is really cool. And this isn't like in the way, because this, you don't really want this to be on a show, do you? But it's not anymore. It's perfect. So that's sorted. Thanks for watching, everyone. I kind of want to stay on. I might come back on later for a second stream, but I'm thinking, leave it for now. Not much to do at the minute, but I might be able to do a video or a stream later, and this was productive enough. I managed to, give a few updates on things and